Hello guys, welcome to Sim UK. This is of course Ancestors Legacy, a game that comes out on the 22nd of May 2018. In fact, I don't think I'm allowed to put this video live until after the 22nd of May 2018, so this game is probably already available for you to buy on Steam. It will cost you just under £30, it's got a bit of a discount on Steam at the moment, and it comes from the rather illustrious Destructive Creations, which you may not know of, but they released two critically acclaimed games recently called Hatred and IS Defense, both of which were pretty small games in comparison to Ancestors Legacy, but both were very good, very polished and well received. In addition to that, this game is published by 1C Company, who are well known, or probably best known, for the Men of War series and Men of War Assault Squad 2. So this game, I think, is going to be quite impressive on a number of levels, and I have spent a little bit of time in Skirmish just to get my teeth into it and see how the game feels, and I've got to say, it feels pretty good. I don't know how I would best describe it yet. I really haven't had enough time in the game to give you a description at this point, but it's kind of an amalgamation of the Total War series and games similar to Company of Heroes. Whilst it's quite different from both, it also has sort of resonates with certain similarities of both at the same time. I think as we get into the game you'll see more what I mean by that, but certainly I think it's important to stress the fact that this is quite detailed and quite historically accurate, especially in terms of the violence of combat and the gore and the depth and detail that you might experience in such a game. So just to pre-warn you of that, you're not going to be throwing up your lunch or anything, but if you have youngsters sitting around, then maybe this is not suitable for them, but that's up to you to decide, of course. So today then what we're going to do is we're going to start the single player campaign. This serves very well as a tutorial. In fact, it is the tutorial. There's more to come. This is not the release version that you're going to get. This is pre-release, so there will be changes and things won't be exactly the same as what you see in today's video. But let's at least jump in and get some tutorials down, because I haven't even touched on this yet. So I'm going to be learning at the same time as you're watching. Let's go. So we can see straight off the bat that we've got the four factions: the Vikings, Kingdoms of the North; the Anglo-Saxons, which is Kingdoms of Britannia; the Germans, which is the Holy Roman Empire; and the Slavs, the Kingdom of Poland. Now, as you can see, there are elements here where stuff is missing, but you can, at the moment, seemingly pick anything you like. Now, I was told before starting this that I would be restricted to, I think it was just Vikings, whilst I'm going through the tutorial, and once you've passed through the tutorial, that would then unlock everything else as well. But it seems, unless I'm jumping the gun here very slightly, which I might be, that we are instead available to do anything we want. So being a Brit, as I am, we got Harold II. There's a nice bit of details here. September 1066 AD, Viking monarch Harold Hardrada arrived with 300 Drakkars ships on the British coast. The first signs of resistance were met on the outskirts of the town of Fulford. Two brothers in charge, Edwin and Morcar, were getting ready to face the attack by the Northmen. And this one has a different story. England, 1051 AD, King Edward the Confessor's brother-in-law, Eustace de Boulogne, visited Dover on his way back from seeing the king. This courteous visit would later be remembered as much more than just a nasty surprise for all concerned. So, I don't know what any of this means particularly, but yes, what should we start with? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go with the Vikings, I guess. Ulf Ironbeard. I believe this will be the tutorial. Let's just jump in and see what we've got.
On June 5th, 793, a storm was approaching the shores of the Kingdom of Northumbria. A few months earlier, Althing, the Council of Vikings made the decision to plunder its largest abbey, the famous Lindisfarne. One of the leaders of this expedition was Jarl Ulf Ironbeard, a stern but respected man among his people. However, it wasn't meant for all of the Northmen to reach Lindisfarne by the sea. A storm that hit the coast of Northumbria has scattered some of their ships miles away from their destination. Ulf's raiding party landed near a town called Bamborough. The Northmen saw it as an easy target to plunder. Little did they know that all of Northumbria was just coming out of a bloody civil war. Troops of a new King Ethelred were battling remnants of recently murdered King Osred's loyal army. For this reason, heavy garrisons were scattered throughout the country, and one of them was stationed just outside Bamborough.
So there we go, that sets the scene rather nicely. Off the course, on June 5th, 793 AD, Jarl Ulf Ironbeard along with the Jarls set off for an invasive rally, with the goal of plundering the wealthy Lindisfarne monastery, which is, if you're British, is very famous. Whilst at sea, however, they encountered a storm and Ulf's Drakkars landed on the other side of the island near the Anglo-Saxon town of Bamborough. Okay then, let's crack on and see how we do. So there we go guys, and I can confirm that that level of graphic detail is pretty much recreated within the game itself. Hover your mouse over a squad and left click to select it, or left click, okay, left click. Squad move, right click the map to issue a move command for the current squad to that location. I'm guessing he wants us to move to the yellow dot that's over here. Meet with Ulf. Now one of the first things I noticed about this game is, although you can zoom in, you can't tilt and you can't rotate, or seemingly you cannot tilt or rotate at this point. But you can once you get in this deep, but then you're focused on one particular person like so. But you'll see more of that as the game progresses. Banner list. Notice the squad selection banners on the HUD. They show all available squads and their statuses. A left click Left clicking a top banner selects that squad. Double clicking it jumps to the squad. So
always ready. Men!
Okay. So we're coming up here, join our allies. Let's do it. Ulf has to survive, join our allies. Where's Ulf? Where is Ulf? Oh, we're controlling Ulf as well. Okay, cool.
Looks like the storm has set us all off the course.
Enemy spotted. Oh, yes.
Let's try to encircle them. There should be another way along the shore.
Right, so we're going to try and flank and take out those archers. Seems like a jolly good idea to me. Should be another way along the shore. Oh, I see. Right. Looks like we're going to be running straight past. Hopefully the logic of the men doesn't cause us to get taken out by the archers. Seem okay. Looks like we've got some archers of our own, which is pretty handy. So I'm going to control 1 this group, control 2 this group, so it's a bit easier for me to control. What's this here? Right, let's send team 1 round because it looks like there's some archers here.
Look, it's Olaf and his shield bearer. They're pinned down by those archers.
They will taste our axes.
Right click an enemy to attack it. Here we go then. So you can see the graphic level of detail, and if I left click or right click on the mouse, I'll switch between the men within the battle. Kill the defenders. Selecting squads. To select multiple squads, left click and drag over the squads. To select all visible squads, press Ctrl A to select all of your squads everywhere, and press Ctrl plus Shift plus A.
Warriors! I'm done waiting.
Wow, okay, I got you. Control Shift plus A basically selects everybody. Right, looks like we've got a pretty decent force now. Let's run in here and take these archers out. Flank and charge. Charging an enemy or attacking them from the rear or flanks causes extra damage and lowers enemy morale even before the fight actually begins. Try and get some decent battle footage here. Finding the right guy is a bit tricky, I'm finding. This is totally unique, being able to get this close. I mean, if you look at the detail of the units here, they're very good. There is, I feel, a bit of repetition, and of course you find that in games like Total War as well. But here it just seems to be a bit more obvious for some reason. But yeah, that was pretty graphic. That was quite a small battle. Let's bring Olaf up here and we'll make this control unit 1. What are we doing now? Let's run in and take these boys out.
Plunder! Raids! Slaughter everyone! We need to destroy these buildings to prevent reinforcements.
Okay, so this is unique again to the game.
It stopped raining. Now we can burn everything down.
And obviously, well, you're going to see it immediately here. You set fire to buildings, that's how you destroy them.
I'm done waiting.
Right, let's come around here, let's bring our units round. Make sure that Olaf is protected. I'm not sure this is an important building, it's just a house. But I'll destroy it and you can see how it gets destroyed. You can also, in skirmish, take over the battlefield by destroying and then repairing these buildings, and that allows you to earn new resources. You can see a nice bit of shield play there. That guy took it, yeah. Pretty effective team. Let's take out this archery range. No more archers. The green bar over a building indicates its health, the red bar shows its progress in being burnt down. Keep throwing torches to fill the bar more quickly. The green bar won't drop before the red one reaches max. Rain drastically slows the progress of burning, and villages with wells defend against it even further. It might sometimes... Oh, blast, I didn't read it quick enough. But anyway, that's the archery range taken down. That is destroyed. The warehouse, we're going to destroy that next. Not with you though, buddy. We need to protect you. What do we got here? So we got enemy unit coming in. We'll have Olaf protected by his men. In fact, it looks like. We can just take the barracks out because these boys seem to be... and you're seeing there signs of friendly fire coming up. I've noticed that that is definitely a thing. And unlike Total War, it will actually tell you when you're doing that. Sometimes you're going to, you know, the greater or the lesser of two evils, and you're not going to worry about that, I guess. That's the barracks down. This is the final challenge then. And you can see I've got some sort of control over the shape and the direction of the men. I'm not sure I've fully mastered it. This whole UI system, although it's clean and crisp, it's a little bit different to anything that I've seen before. So we are in fact learning as we're playing right now. Whoops, whoops. Oh, I've just sent Ulf in there. I mean, he's strong, but he shouldn't be in there. Let's get him back out again. Ulf, come out of here. I know you like fighting, lad. I've got to say, this has to be the USP here. Is the attention to detail, the graphic nature of which the battles take place. It's really quite impressive. It definitely captures your imagination. I'm very much looking forward to seeing a large-scale battle. As yet, it's been more sort of these small units. But yeah, I think we've completed this task. Feels that way to me. What does this mean? Ah, that was cool. So I could have finished speaking that.
Brace yourselves! They're coming in great numbers!
Oh, okay. Sounds like reinforcement has arrived. Press the change stance toggle button in squad menu to change formation.
Advancing formation! Shields!
Okay. Now there's no visual indicator that I've noticed that that dictates. I mean, I can't tell if that's currently in defensive or offensive stance, if I'm being totally honest. Where is Olaf? He has to survive, doesn't he? Where is he? Oh, there he is, right at the front, getting stuck in. In fact, I think we're in first person view almost here, aren't we? Not sure if that was intentional or not. So, click retreat in the squad menu to fall back to safety. So we'll do that. Chapter complete. Okay, Ulf has survived despite my inability to keep him out of the thick of things there. I mean, he pretty much was at the front of every battle that we had during that entire series, or entire battle, I should say. So I've got to put my teeth in the right way around in a bit. Okay, let's continue and see what happens next.
Overwhelmed by the forces of the enemy, cut off from their ships, the Northmen had to escape. Those who did not retreat in time lost their lives or became captives. Once harsh invaders looking for prey, the Northmen suddenly became prey themselves. Luckily, they found salvation in a nearby forest, which became their temporary shelter. Here, they could catch a moment of respite from the pursuing Britons. Here, Jarl Ulf Ironbeard, who suffered injuries during the fight, could heal his wounds and recover. However, a new problem arose for the people of the north. In order to survive and to have any chance to join the rest of the expedition against Lindisfarne, they had to gather food and supplies.
Now at this point, I don't know if the injuries sustained were due to my poor management of his position during that battle scene. I rather suspect that isn't the case, but it would be rather impressive if these cutscenes were sort of dynamic and changed based on your capabilities and playstyle. That would really impress me if that were the case. I rather suspect it isn't, because that seems a little far-fetched, a bit too much to include in the game, but who knows? We'll have to keep playing and find out, I guess.
You made it! Good to see you alive, Jarl.
We retreated as soon as they started winning the battle in the village.
We lost many good men in there, and many were taken hostage.
Tonight, they dine in Valhalla.
Look! It's our scout! He's back!
I found food supplies. There is a farm and a hunting hut north from here. If we plunder both places, we will have food for many days.
We cannot go. We need to patch our wounds.
Take care of your warriors, brother. I'll get those supplies.
Spares, listen.
Okay, so we're on a food plundering mission, it seems.
Keep it quiet. There's a lot of enemies nearby. I'll be scouting the nearby area.
So this is probably going to be teaching me about concealment and stealth. Utilizing the brush, the bushes, the trees, we can sneak by enemy units without them actually noticing us. In addition to that, we can also ambush and set up complex ambushes with multiple units.
Retreat, or go back to a camp you control.
So let's see. This bush here looks pretty safe.
We're going there fast. I'm the devil.
Now, as I say, I haven't played this before, so I've absolutely no idea what we're coming up against. If I can sneak in and take this without anybody seeing me, I think that's definitely the way to go.
Let's go there.
Didn't see anybody on the way in, so maybe...
Move quickly.
Stop. Someone's coming. We can't let him alarm anyone. Let's make an ambush in one of those bushes.
Ah. Here we go.
Don't get too close to the light, or they will notice us.
High grass and bushes are good hiding places. As long as your squad stays inside them, enemies can't see you. This can give you a significant tactical advantage.
I'm the devil.
So whilst he's facing the opposite way, we'll get into the high grass. And we'll wait for him to come around a second time and we'll take him out. Additionally, I've noticed in the small amount of skirmish time that I've had that you can have torches and such. A whole new element to the game. Obviously it gives you better visibility, but also makes you more visible to the enemy. There's quite a lot of new tactical thinking that needs to be applied when playing this game that previously in RTS games hasn't really been a thing. There's a lot here to learn about, and also I've got to say I played skirmish on the easiest level and they were anything but easy. It took me 2 tries to beat them. In my defense, I didn't know the game very well. Let's take this guy out. So we attacked him whilst he was facing the opposite way, which allowed us to get a couple of early hits in and scare the living daylights out of the bloke. So that's that done. Let's plunder.
All right, time to look for the hunting hut.
Time to look for the hunting hut. Oh, right.
Let's go.
I was about to head back. Food collected, 3 of 6. Sorry, my microphone's in the way of that. I didn't see it at first. Right. Okay, so this long grass then protects me, and these small bushes that I was trying to hide in maybe are not that useful. I don't know. This is the first time I've really tried to utilise this aspect, so it's a bit of a learning curve at the moment. Let's see if this bush is any good for hiding in. I suppose if I can't see them, the enemy can't see them. I don't know. There's a bit of cover there, not a great deal. Now, how are we going to get down there? That's the next question. Perhaps we're going to go through this long grass system in order to come round. That looks like it. That looks like the way forward. Okay.
We're going there fast.
Try and use as much cover as possible. All these structures and piled up bags, they all offer some kind of concealment.
Let's hide over there.
Wait, someone is coming. That's a strong squad. They probably got a camp nearby. Let's hide in the bushes and wait for them to pass.
Not sure why they're destroying all of the fences, but there you go. I'm guessing because the path isn't quite wide enough for the unit. Now they're going to find the guy that we killed over here, I'm sure of it. But
Prepare an ambush out there.
let's try moving forward as quick as we can.
Let's hide over here.
Avoiding
Look,
the path.
an abandoned camp. It will be a good place to rest.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, some of our men.
Our allies somewhere.
There's quite a lot of enemy activity here. We could probably take these guys out, but not whilst these are in earshot. Maybe we're meant to be following up here and seeing if we can't figure out where they're taking these guys. Looks like this base. Where do you want us to go? You want us to come over here and plunder this stuff? Can we get there directly from our current position? Where are we? I think maybe we can.
Let's hide over there.
It's all getting a bit sketchy now. I'm not sure why all of this is blacked out. We seemingly cannot move around this area.
Quickly.
One guy on his own, one little scout. Oh gosh.
Quick, we're moving to fight.
You can see here with the smaller squads that the battle scenes are really quite good.
Get them out.
There's a lot of realistic movement and fighting stances and styles there. Really quite impressive, I feel.
Let's go there.
And I'm hoping that wasn't a call.
Rest and heal.
Rest and heal. So that's what this is here, a healing camp. So there doesn't seem to be any long grass left, which is a bit of a shame. Oh god, move, 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 move. More scouts coming in. We are injured. I might have to come all the way back here. Now, I'm not sure what will happen if they find these units dead on the ground. You would hope I think. Let's just set up a healing camp so that we can get some healing going on. I would hope to see some sort of...
Get ready!
Okay, they're ready. I would hope to see some sort of response from them for finding units, you know, guards or scouts or whatever you want to call them, dead on the floor. That would certainly alert me.
Move quickly.
Now, see if we can either avoid these guys or take them out. Let's take them out. Let's do it. Rear attack again. Gives us that advantage. Couple of maybe stab wounds straight off. Obviously we also outnumber them. Oh, not another one, for goodness sake. It's like never ending and we're getting ever closer to this base, which I don't want to get near. Right, okay, that was pretty quick. Let's go. Let's try and not get into any more combat. Enemy squad spotted. 2 guys.
Let's get them.
I'm not sure if...
We need this food. Let's get rid of the guards.
Now we didn't get... Oh wow, we took those guys out really quickly.
Let's go there.
Oh, 2 more guys turned up though. I think they got the jump on us almost there. These look like peasants to me rather than warriors or military units.
We need to patch our wounds.
Right, let's get into the tall grass.
That's Hjordur. Poor bastard. His squad must have wandered off when we retreated from the beach. It seems like they wanted some food and got killed by the Brits. Fools. Wait. There's a blood trail. Maybe someone survived. We need to find out.
Okay, before we do that,
Tend your wound.
we're going to heal ourselves. But we're going to follow the blood trails next. So
On your feet.
I'm guessing this is the first one.
They won't see us there.
Oh, they will. Because there's no cover there at all. More blood.
Move. Move.
More blood. I'm going to see if I can chain some moves together. Yeah, it looks like you can. If you hold down shift, you can send them in multiple directions, which will be...
One of us must have fallen to those filthy Brits. An axe. It looks like Gotland's craft. It belonged to one of us.
Let's go there.
Not sure what I'm looking at though.
Must be getting close.
I think I'm going the right way. I thought I saw a bloodstain. Yeah, there's bloodstains going this way as well, look. I feel like maybe I've missed something. Let's just double back real quick. And come over here and... yeah, I think I've just spotted what it is. Now, you can't lift the camera up, like I say, when you're in this view, but you can get down and dirty into the units like this.
It was his first raid. Bastards! He must have escaped the Christians. But they got him eventually. Maybe they went the other way.
Okay, so that was just a little cutscene that we needed to convert on. We'll find the other lead.
Right. Maybe the other direction.
On the double.
Now, looks like we got a unit here. And I'm guessing this tall grass is going to be our entry point.
The Brits. They must have taken our brothers. We have to get them out. There's too many of them. We should eliminate one squad at a time. If we burn this village, someone will come to check what's going on.
Nice. Tactics.
On the double.
Okay, so rather than getting straight into battle there, we're going to come over here and what have we got here? It's an arrow here. What's this? What's that pointing at? Free your allies. Oh, right. Not quite sure why that's opened up. We haven't got that far, but anyway. Let's start destroying some stuff. They want us to burn this building here. And this building here. Now I'm hoping we can... I should have probably come around that way, but... He's facing the opposite way, so we could get an early jump on. Now he's turned round just before we got to him. But he's only a peasant. It shouldn't be too hard.
Leave nothing but ashes.
So we'll burn the house. We'll burn the houses.
This won't work. We need to find something more flammable.
Something more flammable.
Burn it to the ground.
Ah, this. Oh, that's cool. You can burn the cart, and the cart will burn the house. Oh, that's pretty neat.
From the devil.
That's pretty cool,
Burn
actually.
it to the ground.
Okay, so that looks to be heavily on fire.
The enemy must have seen it.
Attack!
Oh, this guy's spotted us, apparently. I have to take him out. Can't see a thing. Okay, job done. Let's get in the tall grass. I'm guessing this is the technique they're asking us to employ. Yeah, so here they come, look. Now, do I
Let's hide over there.
go straight in and try and take these guys out, or do I come around here and take these guys out? I think we're going to come back to where our units are, because if we can get to them, then we'll have more men for the next attack.
Prepare an ambush out there.
That's the idea.
Let's get them.
Yes, that was pretty good. Caught them unawares.
Spearmen getting better.
I think we just ranked up there. Yes. You'll notice that the UI disappears when we do that. So now we have a much stronger squad.
2 more to go. This camp looks like a good place to rest. We should rest before we go any further.
Forward. Have speed.
How do I rest before we go any further? Let's hide in the long grass again. And, yeah, let's do that.
Fire at will.
Hold fire. No.
Move.
See, it's impossible to know, for me at least at this moment in time, whether they're holding fire or firing at will. It seems to look exactly the same to me. Right, so there's another unit there. There's going to be some guards, and we're going to strengthen our team each time we get people to safety, I guess is the term I'm looking for. Right. So spearmen. No, hang on. That's spearmen there. And that's archers. Okay. Let's try and get in this long grass.
Out there.
Bring the archers up on the rear.
Let's hide over here.
Send the archers onto these guys.
And bail them.
Oh, I think our archers are going to take a bit of a pounding there. I did that wrong. But here come our lads. It didn't take long for us to sort them out, but I probably did that the wrong way. The archers really have very little defense against such an attack, or such a unit I should say. Right, so we're going to have to try and kind of sneak up into this long grass so that we can get a nice decent attack.
We're going there fast.
Oh, what's this?
Another village. We can burn it down to draw their attention and free our brothers.
Right, well in that case, I'll try and get these guys in there. Oh dear, have they spotted us? Are they coming to look? No, okay. They looked a bit agitated. Right, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bring my archers up here. Hope that we don't meet anybody along the way.
Proceed with caution.
And the archers are going to start the fire. I'm not going to sing the song, "We didn't start the fire." Damn it, I did start the song, didn't I? So we'll get them into the tall grass so that they are hopefully covered and won't get spotted.
Knock down that building! Tear down this building! Spears, listen!
This should do it. The enemy must have seen that.
And these guys don't appear to be alert at all. So there are 5 of them and only 3 of us, so this should be interesting. If I take out the 2 standing guards first, that should give us an advantage at least. Specialization. Defensive, significant increase to defensive and slight increase to missile defense. The higher a squad's defense, the lower the enemy's effective attack value. I'm just going to go for that at this moment in time, since we're outnumbered. I think this is meant to be like a first-person camera, but it seems a bit low. I think it needs to maybe be a bit higher.
Free at last. Our brave soldiers will join you in your mission.
Oh, is that enemy? It is.
Attack them quickly!
Maybe we can't get the bowmen to hit these guys quick. Oh, looks like we're going to have a mass battle here. This is not what I meant to do.
Remember, we can always retreat to the base and replenish our squad.
Well, we kind of survived. That wasn't good.
Prepare an ambush out there for the Lord. Let's go there. Impale them.
Okay, right. That's everybody dealt with. Let's get some healing on the go.
Bowman, get your wounds. Archer, tend your wounds. Those of the north. Spears, listen, spears. On your feet.
I'm thinking this unit and this unit should be Unit 1. There we go. And then the archers can back up. So whilst they're healing, I think it only heals the guys that are there. You don't get any extra guys. That certainly doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, right. We have a lot of ground to cover, and it's very dangerous. In fact, I might have to split these up. I may have to split these up because they won't all fit in the tall grass. That's my concern right now, at least. Maybe we'll have a leading team, and the following team can follow up. There's a path here, so obviously you need to be careful of enemy units. I think we'll be okay. Not quite sure why that didn't group together. Giving a close eye for enemy units. Now this, as an RTS game, I think this has a lot more strategy involved than what is usually necessary. And I'm liking it so far. Really good. Looking forward to seeing how it expands and grows as a game. Although, I've got to say, I am struggling to get the unit I want to get control of here. Just you guys.
They won't see us.
Why is everybody selected still? Let's just do it that way. That's probably me getting it wrong, but yeah, that just felt a bit clunky there, I've got to say. A little bit frustrating.
Prepare an ambush out there.
So we could come down this way. It looks like we got some tall grass. Maybe take out any enemy units that we spot.
They're attacking us!
Didn't see those guys at all. Okay, job done.
Spears. Let's go there.
Let's get into this tall grass. That's a lot closer to where we want to be, I think. I want to get down here somehow. I'm just trying to find a route. Don't know, that even if there is a way to get there from there, that's too long a route. Can I bring this map up? Doesn't seem to expand.
Positions?
Why? For some reason I keep losing units behind. It's not great.
Listen up, Spears.
Let's just split them into a unit each. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Unit 1, come down here and just see.
Here's their camp. All the nearby units come from here.
I found the enemy's camp. And it looks like I found some enemy units. But how can we sneak down here? Some long grass on the outside. Is there a route down? Not an easy route down, is there? It's quite a complicated process. Okay, so maybe...
Listen up, Spears. They won't see us there. Archers! Prepare an ambush out
I can hear dogs.
Follow me. Spears, listen. Let's go. Those of the north. Hurry up.
We've got some bowmen. The bowmen can potentially take out some units before we attack. And then we could spring a nasty attack on these guys as they come round.
Spears, listen. Quick, we're moving your fire.
I think we're going to be in big trouble here.
We can replenish warriors by retreating to them.
Well, I hit the retreat button. It didn't seem to work. I could have been a bit quicker to retreat there, I guess.
We're going there, fast.
So they didn't retreat to the base, they just retreated a bit.
Quick, we're moving your fire.
Hooray! All brothers have been freed.
It says here more brothers have been freed. I'm guessing it's these guys. That's interesting. Is this our base then? Have we turned this into our base? No, I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Maybe we can make this our base. So it seems like even though that attack was unsuccessful, we did release some more men. So that's kind of handy. I've lost the archers. That's not all bad, I suppose. Final unit over here. We're just going to have to come and do it, really. Definitely can't go down that way. It's going to have to be over here. Oh, hello. What were they all doing just standing there? Think we're going to be in trouble again.
You should replenish it back in the camp.
Let's just see how we get on. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, let's retreat. So they're going to hunt us down. Not a good situation. So when you retreat, you basically just run faster than the enemy. Where's that guy going? Oh no, they're still following us. Oh, we're in big trouble. Come on, dude, get stuck in. I'm trying to retreat and replenish the squads, but they followed us. I'd say we're done. It's our last guy. Chapter failed. Oh no, what a nightmare. That was my own fault, really, wasn't it? I should definitely have fallen back and replenished the team. But anyway, hopefully that's a decent first look for you guys. And yeah, I'm going to continue playing this because I think it's a fantastic game and I'm really interested to see what else comes available to us. I'd also like to get a bit better at the game. I found some of the controls a bit clunky. I don't know if that's just because it's in sort of beta. Maybe that would be better at release, or whether it's just me not quite nailing the controls and I'll get better at release. But who knows? Either way, it's bloody good fun and gory, I think, accurately depicts the battle scenarios that you can really get up close and see, and yeah, that's quite intense in its own right. So hopefully you find this interesting. Hit that like button if you would like to see more, and if you haven't already subscribed, then feel free to do so. Until next time, take care. Goodbye for now.